Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Ignorant Intellectual on Media. I'm your host, Scott, and today I thought we would go over some of the films that I picked up in the last week or so from different. I picked up one film from a thrift shop, one film I ordered new off of Amazon, four Blu-rays that I got off a private sale from a gentleman for $2 each. Another gentleman I got three DVDs off of. And I went to my local uh, record shop. Well, it's more of a media shop. They sell records, CDs, and DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks, and things like that. Um, it's my favorite place in the city to get media. They usually have a pretty good selection there, and so I thought I'd go over all of them since I did all this in the last couple of weeks, and um, I haven't shown any of you it yet. All right, so first up, we'll do this, which I got from a local thrift shop, which is Ninja Scroll. Are you a fan of anime? I'm a fan of anime, and I watched this a long time ago. When did it come out? Came out in 1998. I think I watched it pretty close to that time period, but I never got a DVD or a Blu-ray of it. And I finally found this at a thrift shop for $2. So, or was it three? No, it was $3. There's the disc, and there's the back. Does not have a sleeve on the inside. Um, so this is a pretty good. It's pretty violent. Definitely not for kids. Don't sit down and watch this with your like 6-year-old son or anything. Um, and the storyline is very good. It's up there when it comes to some of the good anime. All right, so I'm going to add this to my collection happily. All right, so that's the first one. Second one is I went on Amazon and I found this. I'm a big fan of Eureka's Masters of Cinema. I collect the series, right? And this is number 56. And I found this for I think it was under $20. And anything under $20 new. All right, it's a Blu-ray DVD combo, which is perfect. You know, if you watch my previous videos, I love Blu-ray DVD combos. Saves me from buying a DVD and a Blu-ray because I like the DVD to transfer into a digital file to watch on my laptop, and I like the Blu-ray to watch on my Blu-ray player when I'm actually watching the TV when my son doesn't monopolize it. All right, so I got this. It's still in its package. I haven't opened it yet, and I don't know much about it. All I know is under $20, and it was one of the Masters of Cinema. So it's directed by Yabu Nakano. Is it, or is that the name of the? No, Kaneto Shindo's The Black Cat Inside the Bamboo Grove. Released in 1968 as a sparse, atmospheric horror story adhering to the director's philosophy of using beauty and purity to evoke emotion, eccentric and more overtly supernatural than its breakthrough comparison piece, Onibaba, Kuro Neko revisits similar themes to reveal a haunting meditation on duty, conformity, and love. And it's directed by Kaneto Shindo, a classic ghost cat tale from the famed director of The Naked Island and Oni Baba Kaibo. Kaibo, is that how you pronounce it? Ignorant intellectual, right? So it's a classic Kaibo or ghost cat tale. All right. So I'm assuming it's pretty good. You guys know this film? All right. I don't know much about this film. Japanese cinema isn't my forte other than Takeshi Kitano, and Akira Kurosawa are three directors that I collect, um, who are Japanese. But to get in depth, I'm not a huge. Uh, I don't have a huge amount of knowledge on Japanese cinema. So maybe this will expand some of it. All right. Now I have number 56. Funny thing about the Eureka Masters of Cinema collection, though, is they're DVDs. So if this came out on a DVD, it would have a different number than this one that came out on a Blu-ray DVD. So it's kind of weird to know whether you have every one of them or not. I think they originally started putting them out on DVD, and they numbered them. And then they stopped numbering the DVDs when they started issuing Blu-rays, and restarted numbering them when they started putting out Blu-rays. It's the only thing that makes any sense. When I look at my collection, I have like maybe 100 of them or so. Um, so anyway, so that's that one. All right. So then I found a guy online who was advertising selling some Blu-rays for $2 each, and I came across four of them that I wanted to pick up. We have Seven Psychopaths, Jodie Foster's The Brave One, The Siege, and the Assassination of Jesse James by the Coward Robert Ford. All right, basically these four films I have on DVD, but I don't have on Blu-ray. That's why I picked them up. So I'm going to combine them with the DVD and the Blu-ray together in one case, and it should save me enough space for another Blu-ray at some point, right? Um, this one I've seen; it's really good. Um, some people like Casey Affleck in this film is extremely good, and it's kind of like a country drama, right? So like a cowboy drama. Anyways, I don't remember a lot about it, but I do remember I enjoyed it. The Siege is also something that I've seen. It's directed by Edward Zwick, which is one guy that I collect as well. Do I remember much about it? I don't remember much about it either. This one is like Death Wish except with a woman. All right, and Jodie Foster plays a really good character in this. Although she's done better with Silence of the Lambs and The Accused, are two other films that if you like Jodie Foster, you've probably seen, and if not, you should see those two films. The Accused, which is her film where she ends up being gang raped and they end up going to court. Um, and how did they get everybody? It's really hard to convict people of rape. So um, that was an interesting film. And of course, everybody knows Silence of the Lambs, right? Clarice, Clarice, tell me about that. Silence of the Lambs. I'm kidding, but anyway, so um, the Buffalo Bill and all that, right? So anyway, so here she just decides to go kill a whole bunch of people that did her wrong. So it's fun. It's not high entertainment or anything, but it's fun to watch. See, one of my favorite types of films you'll get to know after a while watching this channel is I like films. I like action, and crime or films that are led by a female. Right? There's so many, there's so many Arnold Schwarzeneggers, Sylvester Stallones, Bruce Willis's, all these male-led actors that have great action films, but there's not too many female action stars. And when I come across an action star with a female lead, you know, like this one, although this one's more violence than action, um, crime type of thing, but where the lead character is a female and she goes kicks ass. I really like kick-ass female uh, films. I don't know why. Some of them are really bad, but I still enjoy them anyways. It's just a favorite type of film of mine. So this one's right up my alley. All right. And Seven Psychopaths, which I saw as well. Do I remember a lot about it? No. It's supposed to be pretty fun if I remember correctly. Um, the thing about it is when you watch thousands of films, do you remember each one individually from start to end? Sometimes they mix in together. And this one I'd have to rewatch, and I would, um, because I got it, even though I don't really collect the director. So at least I don't think I did. Who directed this? Yeah, Martin McDonough. Martin McDonough directed this, but it's a really good film, even though I don't remember. I know it's a really good film. I just don't remember it. That's kind of funny, right? Anyway, so I got that one. The Siege. Anything with Denzel Washington in it, I like, and also it's directed, like I said, by Edward Zwick, who's a guy that I collect. And this one is also Andrew Dominic. Andrew Dominic. I don't collect him, but this film, I picked up this film originally because of word of mouth that it was really good, and when I watched it, they were right. So now I have it on DVD, and I got the Blu-ray. So, anyways, okay. So then another guy had a private sale, and he was advertising some Disney films for like I think it was $5 each, and he had a bunch of them, but most of them sold. But the three of them that didn't sell were yet, anyways. So I bought them. Were Swiss Family Robinson, the classic Old Yeller, and that older one, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. All right, so I just watched this one. Pretty good. I mean, it's pretty dated, but them going under the sea in those things that look like those scuba underwater things was kind of cool. And when the not the octopus but the squid attacks uh, the submarine, that was kind of cool too. Even though the I mean, Disney was like really good with their special effects back in the day, and they still kind of hold up all right, and the story is really good as well. So me and my son watched this one because he wanted to see the big squid, right? So we watched that one. Haven't watched this one yet, so I've kept it open because I'm going to watch it with my son. So these are the type of cases that are thick, the thick cases that are hard to find and replace. So anytime I have a DVD or a Blu-ray that has a unique case that's not your just your regular Blu-ray case or DVD case, I will protect it in plastic so that I don't destroy the case and have to go try to find a replacement case for it, right? So they're the thick cases, so I protected it. Since I saw this one, I've closed it. See, looks new again, right? So it's a good idea. Anyway, so those are the Disney films. All right, add to my collection. And then from my local record store slash media, used media place, I found this one. All right, which is the trilogy Once Upon a Time in China 1 to 3. And most people are a fan of Jet Li. They like their action films, and I'm one of them. All right, so and this is one of the classic Hong Kong cinema trilogies of all time. And Eureka put out a really nice box set for it, so I picked it up. All right. Um, and because I picked that up and I pick up stuff from them, all right, it's not cheap as it is on like for example, I paid like $5 for that, which is probably a high price actually, but and $2 for these. And I got this for 20, but it was new, and I got this for 3. All right. So usually you can get media for pretty cheap, right? I mean, sometimes even $1 or whatever. But when you go to a retail store, even if it's a used retail store, you're gonna spend a little bit more money than you would at private sales. So I don't really shop this place here. I do because for some reason they always have some good stuff in there at some point. So this one I got for 20, which isn't a bad price. I'm not sure what it was new. Maybe you could tell me. Leave it in the comments how much this from Eureka is new. It's got to be more than $20. Um, and then I found this Eureka film. Now this isn't part of the Masters of Cinema collection. It's one of their main, you know, the non-Masters of Cinema collection that they put out. It's Full Alert. All right. And this is a Chinese film written and directed by Ringo Lam. All right. Full Alert. A late career highlight from Ringo Lam, an action-packed tale of cops and robbers presented in the director's inimitable style. Perfectionist, workaholic, Inspector Pow finds himself up against Mac Kwan, a seasoned criminal intending to use his explosive skills to pull of a huge heist. Pull off a huge heist. Huh? There's a misprint there. Um, a huge heist. Pow must use his own resources to stop Mac and prevent heavy civilian casualties. So it sounds like a pretty exciting film. Hong Kong cinema. I enjoy Hong Kong cinema. All the way back to when Jackie Chan was doing those films back in the '70s. I've always delved into Hong Kong cinema. I don't go out of my way to try to find it, but like Police Story is really good if you haven't seen those ones, and Infernal Affairs. Those 3 films are pretty good as well. So there's a lot of good Asian cinema, especially Hong Kong cinema, especially the action stuff, is pretty good. All right, so if you want to delve into that, this is probably one of those, right? Anyway, so it's a non-Masters of Cinema Blu-ray from Eureka, and because I bought this, they have this. It's not a contest; it's more of a collection thing. You know how sometimes you'll go into a coffee shop Whenever you buy a coffee, they'll give you a stamp, and after you've bought 12 coffees, you get a free coffee. Well, they have that thing at the store that I go to, and I hit my maximum, and so they gave me this for free. So I basically got this and this for $20. Actually, no, I got this as well. The Bad Bunch. It's one of the big Blaxploitation films, and they had it for $7, so I decided to pick it up. Violence and racial tension punctuate this fast-moving action film that is a study of prejudice and discrimination. This is the story of a black gang who run the streets of Watts and of Jim, a white man who tries to befriend them. Prejudice stands in the way of any friendship and turns black against white in a bloody act of vengeance. This film, set in the mid 70s, does much to show how society has progressed, but to some it may seem that the more things change, the more they stay the same. So this is directed by, where are you, Mr. Director? Music by Ed Cobb, starring Graydon Clark, Bambi Allen. Nice name for a person, is Bambi. It doesn't give you the director. The cinematographer is Louis Horvath. The editor is Earl Watson. Music by Ed Cobb. Executive producer is Robert Brown. Original story and screenplay by Graydon Clark, and he stars in it. Maybe he's the director. Wow, I've never seen the back of a DVD before and not give you the director. Original story and screenplay by, oh, there it is. Yeah, Graydon Clark directs it. All right, so he's directed and stars Graydon Clark. So I'm not sure how good of a film this is. I think it might be pretty good. Um, we'll see. Have you seen it? Do you know more about blaxploitation than I do? I know the main ones, blaxploitation, but I haven't delved into the genre because it's in the 70s, right? And you know how hard it is to find used films from the 1970s. Pretty difficult. All right. So, um, what do you think of this film? Have you seen it? All right. Let me know in the comments. Is it any good? All right. So those are the films that I've gotten over the last little while. Full Alert, the Eureka film, another Eureka film, Once Upon a Time in China trilogy, The Bad Bunch, Bought New, another Eureka film, part of the Masters of Cinema, number 56. 4 Blu-rays to replace or combine with the DVDs that I have of these films, and 3 older Disney films from the 50s and 60s. Those are always nice to collect because, being my age, they were the stuff that you watched when you were a little kid, right? So, and 1 anime film on DVD, Ninja Scroll. Have you seen this? I think this is a pretty good anime film. What did you think of it? It's pretty friggin' violent, and violence and anime go hand in hand. At least the good ones does. You? All right. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. If you like the video, leave me a thumbs up. If you want to, I would appreciate it if you subscribe. And we're always putting up new videos, whether it's on film or music or books or anything else. We'll have another video for you soon, and I hope you enjoyed this one. And you guys have a good day. And subscribe. Subscribe. You can do it. You can subscribe. Thank you very much, and we will see you in the next video. Bye for now.